What is up, all Bat fans? And many thanks to all of you guys who have been asking me for quite some time now about, if there's been any update in my collection. And lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, there is. As you can see here, I finally managed to get my 118 scales. If you guys remember seeing my Jada Toys 124 scales review a couple of years ago, I had wanted to get these, especially the Batman 89, which I now have, and I thought it'd be fun to do a bit of a review for all of you and just talk about some of the features and whether it's grab or whether it's not. Anyway, let's get into it. Starting with Batman 66. This is obviously to many the OG, the original, although there have been other Batmobiles, a couple of others before in the old black and white movie stuff. But here, this particular one by Jada Toys has been extremely well done, although you will notice that the lines are more orange than red, and the tires, as some people say, were a little larger. But just to kind of give you an idea about what features there are. Everything opens up. You can see the engine compartment here. Here's another shot of the interior. You do get a bit of a few features out here, as well as the famous Bat computer which sits in the back. Now, I will add that these do come with light up features, but I did remove the batteries from each of these 118 scales, because while they are pretty cool to look at initially, it's always advisable, if you're not going to be using it for too long, to take the batteries out. But all in all, I really love this particular one, and it was so good and so glad to get it. Next, the Batman. Now, this particular one is really, I think you can really appreciate this particular Batmobile in the 118 scale. And I think this is something that Jada Toys again knocked out of the park. Here's a close-up of some of the features regarding the side profile, and more importantly, the tail aspect as well. It sort of swoops up a little bit. Now, one thing which one reviewer had pointed out was that this is something that only the toy or the scale model does. In the movie, obviously, it doesn't lift up like this, and we don't really have a sneak peek, correct me if I'm wrong, as to what that part is. But the interior is, as per the movie, as far as I can see, very neatly done. It's got the bar on the side. It's got everything as we see. Here's a view of the engine compartment, as well as the tail end of the car as well. And it's particularly good to see the kind of attention to detail that Jada actually put in to this particular one, and I really would encourage all of you who are on the fence about this to grab it. It's definitely worth adding in your collection. And finally, coming into the next one. Now, as you know, I wanted the 118 scale Michael Keaton Batmobile, but here's the thing, Jada doesn't have a 118 scale. They have the 124. So this is actually by a company called Black Mamba. Managed to get this off Big Bad Toy Store. And what you'll notice is that there's another 118 scale, which is very hard to find. It's very overpriced in many markets, including here where I am, for the Hot Wheels, and a few differences in coloring. This one is slightly larger than the Hot Wheels version, and of course everything else is pretty much the same. You have the guns, which pop out, the overall matte finish colors are really very neatly done. I would say that this one, in fact, according to many reviewers, including myself, from what I've seen, I think this one stands out a little bit more. That's just my personal opinion. Here's an interior view of the compartment. You can kind of get a sense of what the cabin space is like. And here's another viewpoint, just to kind of give you a sense of what the seats are like. A lot of detail in there, surprisingly. And I think the Hot Wheels version, again, has stickers on the inside. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, for those who have it. The rear portion is just like the Jada 124. This rear portion opens up. But this one does come with some interesting things. For instance, it comes with working suspensions, believe it or not, which is a pretty cool thing. Unlike the Jada Toys, Black Mamba included that. They also included this thing where the front tires can turn. And I believe the Hot Wheels version does it as well. But all in all, I was so thrilled to get this, really happy. Big shout out to Big Bad Toy Store and to Black Mamba for making this one. I am so thrilled and so happy to get it. Overall, really happy to finally complete this, my desired 118 scales. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks as always, and I'll talk to you soon.